This morning, you didn't set an alarm. And for the first time in 20 years, that wasn't a mistake. There's no meeting, no commute, no quiet dread sitting in your chest before the day even starts. You're 40 years old, and yesterday was the last day you'll ever work for someone else. And the strangest part? Nobody noticed. The world kept spinning. Your coworkers assumed you were just taking a few days off. And you let them think it, because the rat race doesn't announce when someone finally walks out the door. It just quietly closes behind them. So you lie there for a minute, listening to a house that isn't rushing you. And you think back to how you actually got here, because it wasn't luck, and it definitely wasn't loud. It was a slow, almost invisible escape that took years, and almost nobody around you even knew it was happening. Let's rewind. Picture the version of you from 10 years ago. Same as everyone else. Up at 6, in by 9, drained by 5, trading the best hours of your day for a paycheck that vanished before the next one arrived. You weren't poor. You were comfortable. And comfortable, you eventually realized, was the most dangerous trap of all. Because comfortable is exactly where people stay forever. The rat race doesn't keep you with chains. It keeps you with a salary just big enough that leaving feels insane. But somewhere along the way, a quiet thought moved in and never left. What if you didn't have to do this until you were 65? What if freedom wasn't an age, Kaju? What if it was a number? And the moment you started believing that, everything changed. Not on the outside. On the outside, you looked exactly the same. Same desk. Same lunch. Same tired joke about Mondays. But on the inside, you'd stopped playing their game and started playing your own. Here's what nobody tells you about escaping. The escape is boring. It's not dramatic. There's no single heroic moment. It's 1,000 tiny, unglamorous choices that no one claps for. It's keeping the same car while your income went up. It's investing the raise instead of celebrating it. It's saying, we're good to the upgrade, the timeshare, the shiny thing everyone swore you needed. Every no was a quiet brick in a wall between you and the alarm clock. And brick by brick, year by year, you built something most people never even attempt. A life that didn't need a job to survive. And the whole time, you stayed silent. You didn't announce your plan. You didn't post about your goals. Because the second you tell people you're trying to get out, two things happen. Some of them try to talk you out of it, because your escape makes their cage feel more obvious. And others start watching, waiting, expecting. So you said nothing. You let them believe you were exactly as stuck as they were. And quietly, underneath that ordinary surface, your investments grew into something that could finally pay for your freedom while you slept. Now come back to this morning. The cars start their engines. Your neighbors scrape ice off windshields, check the time, rush out the door, already a little behind. The same race you ran every single morning for 2 decades. And today, for the first time, you're just, watching it, not in it. Your phone buzzes. A coworker asking if you're coming in later this week. You look at it for a long moment, and you realize they still don't know. To them, you're just running late on life like everybody else. They have no idea you crossed a finish line they don't even know exists. You type back something simple. Something that gives nothing away. Because this isn't a moment you need them to see. It's a moment that's finally, completely yours. And here's the part that surprises you most. You thought escaping the rat race would feel like winning, like a trophy, a celebration, a before and after photo. But it doesn't feel loud at all. It feels like air. It feels like a Tuesday with no weight on it. The real luxury was never going to be a yacht or a mansion. It was this, friend. A morning that belongs to you, and a calendar with nothing on it but your own choices. So what do you actually do now? That was the question that used to scare you. If I'm not working, who even am I? The rat race trains you to believe you are your job, your title, your busyness. But out here, on the other side, you find out the truth slowly. You take the walk you never had time for. You call the friend you always rescheduled. You sit with your kid and you're actually there, not half checking email under the table. You do the work you want to do, maybe something that even makes money dues. But for the first time, it's a choice, not a sentence. And you start to notice things about the people still inside the race. The ones who got the promotions you passed on. The ones with the bigger houses and the newer cars. From the outside, they look like they're winning. But you know the math now. Many of them are running faster than ever, deeper in, more trapped with every upgrade. They were sprinting. You were quietly walking toward the door, and nobody noticed which one of you was actually getting out. That's the secret of the silent escape. The world celebrates the loud climbers, the hustle, the grind, the highlight reel. But it never sees the quiet ones slip out the back, the ones who decided freedom was worth more than applause. You didn't beat the rat race by running harder. You beat it by refusing to need what it was selling. By staying invisible. By keeping your real goal a secret until the day it was already done. Just a quiet house, a warm cup of coffee, and an entire life that finally answers to no one but you. And outside your window, the race goes on without you, hepties, and not a single one of them noticed that you're already free.
So let me ask you the question that started all of it. What if your freedom isn't an age you wait for? What if it's a number you quietly build toward, starting now, while everyone else is busy running? Because the people who ask that question and then say nothing and just begin those are the ones who've been quietly, completely, and nobody even noticed.